Hi, my name's Yasmin and I'm the DM.
Hi, my name is Samantha. I play Laura Greyvale and she is a sorceress from the province of Nephalia.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play Ogvar Shawfort, the goat-herding, mushroom-seeking ranger from Kessig.
Hi, I'm Rick, and I play Otto, a spring sage from Hanweir sworn to the land, wandering the plain and setting wrongs to right with his ursine companion, Bojo.
Do you like your tabletop RPGs to be grim, gritty, and grounded? If so, then Legend of the Bones is the podcast for you. A hybrid of dark fantasy audio drama and old-school solo D&D. In Legend of the Bones, the dice rule. There'll be no rerolls, no fudging the dice, no metacurrency. The roll of the bones will determine the character's destiny, and no one will be spared their fate. None shall escape the destiny of Bone.
There was much conflict in episode 190, but rather than offering a blow-by-blow account of proceedings, a summation is perhaps the best way forwards. A strange, imprisoned man whispered incantations which resulted in boons being bestowed by the Archangel Avacyn, for which our companions were most grateful and used to their advantage. There was ranger danger as magical daggers were plunged. Sucker punches, literally, were thrown in a slapdown showdown by Otto, and repeated tongues of flame delivered with arcane accuracy by the one with the heels and the hat, but not her bat on this occasion. In the end, things were rapidly heading south. Oxygen was proving a major problem for Otto, the ranger's health was running dangerously low, and Laura was at desperation point as the unspeakable horror grappled her friends, intent on finishing his fight. Episode 191, Fate and Finality.
Top of the round, Laura. You're up!
Fucking hell.
Fix the octopus.
She's watching this.
Fix the octopus.
I need a moment.
Do you? Yeah. Your octopus is rapidly running out of air, so you better hurry up.
That's not what he's running out of, is it?
And blood. That also helps.
Oh yeah, it's leaking out of every hole.
How far away from... Oh, right, so he's 25 foot because he's clutched to the creature.
He's 25 foot away.
Shit. Holy fucking moly.
Is this the point where the next episode for Rick is you meet in a tavern?
If it carries on going like this, we might all be in the tavern.
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome to the afterlife.
You're gonna have to give me just a moment here, I think.
That'd be a great campaign premise, wouldn't it be, Rick?
Talk
You all
amongst
meet in a
yourselves.
tavern in the afterlife. Your goal
Yeah.
is to make your way back to life.
Well, you didn't say which part of the afterlife they're in either, so yeah, there's definitely some fun there.
Right, so I have 30 foot of movement. God, there's just nothing I can do.
Well, you got to make a decision.
I know, I'm just...
Your octopus is leaking and running out of air.
I know that.
Vamonos.
God, can you do mouth to octopus resuscitation?
Mouth to what? Mouth to what?
If you can find its mouth.
Well, let's just hope I get the right end. Oh Christ!
It's alright. If he deflates, you can just make a hole and blow him up like a balloon.
Jesus Christ!
Just take him along as a little mascot.
Okay,
Just remember to time down before you let go, yeah?
Alora's eyes are like fried eggs here. I mean, she is externally panicking at this point. Okay, she is going to run 25 foot over to Otto.
Yep.
She's only got 5 foot of movement. Fuck. She's going to. I don't know. Presumably trying to blow some air into his beak.
He is grappled.
He's grappled.
What I'm going to say is he's grappled. He's like up in the air grappled. He's not on the floor. You're not going to be able to physically get to him. If you've got some magical effect that you can imbue, if you can touch him, then yes. But if you want to try and give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, it's not going to happen.
Before you go mouth-to-mouth, remember he's covered in goo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and necrotic pus.
Okay, right. From the position that she's at, 25 foot away, there is nothing she can actually do here to help him.
Okay.
So, if she casts lightning bolt, he is grappled by the creature, so he will be affected by or they will be affected by the lightning bolt. Would it transfer, or would I not know that?
I'm sure we've had this before.
It's in contact. Lightning travels, doesn't it? So it's going to be a contact thing.
Yeah, but it's magic, because it's magic, isn't it?
Well, I would be targeting it at the creature, but would it bounce to anything else the creature is touching?
Rick, you got a read on that?
Logically.
There is a raw answer to that one, which means no, you just hit the thing. As long as you can hit a square, like a square that it's in, then it doesn't sort of transmit to other creatures, because otherwise you could have all sorts of shenanigans with it.
Right. She is going to scream Ignis, and she's going to loose a lightning bolt directly at the creature. She doesn't know what else she can do apart from do damage to the creature.
Okay, is that a reflex saving throw, or is that
No, that is an auto hit, but there is a reflex saving throw.
Reflex saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, so reflex saving throw.
It's DC 17.
DC 17 reflex saving throw.
Yeah.
Well, it rolled a 9 with 9 for 18.
Oh,
so it saves.
Saved. Okay, so it's 10d6 electric damage halved.
Okay, roll that damage.
I will try and...
You've still got a good chance here.
Okay, 6. Oh, these rolls are quite good. 6, 6, 5, so that's 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 29, 30, 35, 39, 41, so that'd be 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Okay, let me do some maths.
If nothing else, it should hopefully... Well, it's going to shock it, but she's just hoping that it will be some kind of distraction, that it might loose them, let go of them, I don't know.
Okay.
She will just scream at it. Let go of them! Let go!
Okay. The creature had precisely 21 hit points remaining. No word of a lie.
Oh.
It had precisely 21.
Oh my god, it's on 1 hit point. Oh.
No, you've 20.
No, I did 20
No,
points
I can't.
of damage.
I can't do fucking maths. That's why. Hang on. No, I can't. 20. 20 hit points. So I can't do maths. I don't know where I got 21
from. It had 20 points.
It had 20 hit points. I've just done the maths and done it fucked.
Oh my god.
It was 20.
Shit.
No word of lie, it was 20 hit points.
Oh god, that is so lucky. Oh my god.
Incredibly lucky, because if you hadn't have done it, Olgar would have had his go, but he's grappled, so he would have taken further damage, and then it would have been the creature, and Otto would have been fucked, essentially, unless he could have made the saves.
I thought it was pretty much that way.
He might still be.
Well, you might still be, but there's less of a chance of you being properly fucked by the creature this time. So, you release this bolt of lightning, and you see the creature moves and it almost darts away, but in the process of doing so, it leaves exposed Gala's face, kind of implanted in its chest and this kind of almost the core of the creature. You can see his mouth is still cranked wide open, skin on his cheeks ripping as his jaw stretches further than humanly possible. He's screaming in pain and agony. Blood and crimson ichor is kind of falling from his eyes down his torn cheeks as this bolt of electricity hits centre mass. As it does so, you see the entire creature jerk. The jerking being so violent that it actually dislodges both Ogvar and Otto from the creature's embrace, both bodies rolling to the far sides of the room.
Oh, I hear the slap as the octopus hits the floor.
Yeah, it goes, and then there's like a as it rolls towards the side of the wall.
Squid.
Both your companions are almost pushed to the side as this creature begins to twitch and flail wildly as the electricity courses through butchered nerves as they just twitch and misfire. And steam rises from it as it obviously is burning. You can smell burning. It's horrific. As on the back of this creature, both of these large alchemical tanks, the glass smash, exploding outwards with a violent burst, metal buckling and twisting as the electricity arcs from tank to tank and to the various metal plates implanted in this creature's body. As it shudders, it stills after a second or two, before the entire thing sways, steam and smoke rising, and it slumps backwards, crushing the tanks. You hear the sounds of metal screeching as the force of its body, the weight of this amalgamation, landing back in the centre of the dais, cracks the stone in two as it lays there twitching and steaming. The shrieking has stopped.
Oh my god. I think initially Allura would stand there just open-mouthed in horror. She put her everything into that last effort in desperation. She's feeling luck wash over her, disgust, horror, fear. Just everything's going through. You couldn't really read her face, very mixed emotions.
Okay.
I think after a moment she'd probably look to her friends on the floor, do a quick assessment and immediately run to Otto.
You're still in turn order.
Oh, okay, so that's how she'd be. She'd just be shocked and... Okay, she'd be rooted to the spot at that time then.
Yeah. Ogvar, you've been thrown to the wall. You take no damage from this. You not being thrown with force or being thrown deliberately. You've almost been shaken out of this creature's grasp and just flung to the wall. You made an impact. You landed on the floor. You're mildly dazed, but the shaken effect has now worn off. What are you doing? You can see the creature between you and Otto. It still twitches slightly as residual electricity sparks through torn and shredded nerves. You're up.
Can I just ask? I know you're just about to go on to Ogvar's turn. If a druid is in wild shape and they go down, does that not negate the magic? Does that dispel the magic? Do they turn back into their original form?
Nope.
Rick.
No, they can retain the form until time's up or until they die.
Oh dear.
Right.
If you die, do we have to bury an octopus?
No, he return to human form at that point.
Okay. You'll have to
So kind of
dig
unfortunate
8.
if he goes down, he wild shapes back and would gain some hit points, but he can't do that at the moment.
I was going to say, dig a round hole, 8 channels, and then, well, we just have to origami fold the 2 handbag hands in, wouldn't we?
Just cut the arms off, stick him in, and be fine.
Sorry, continue.
Okay,
Sorry, Ryan.
Ogvar, you're up.
Right. So, Otto's on 2 failed saves, right?
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah. I'd say it's fairly reasonable that you would kind of have seen Ogvar, Otto, or heard him make a sound, and I think it's reasonable you know that he's pretty fucked.
Give him the kiss of life.
Well, I do have... Okay. How far away am I first, and have I got enough movement to get there?
You would have enough movement to get there.
Okay, so I can get there. Cool. I have no healing abilities other than Kewin's healing kit. That's all I've got. So that's going to be a
might stabilise it.
check, is it? No, is that even a thing? 3-5?
Just checking.
Is there a medicine check?
I think there should be.
Yes, heal. There is a heal. So the healing
Heal,
kit
there
will
is
give
a
me a
heal check.
bonus to it. Is that right? What happens if I get it wrong? Can I fail?
So,
You can fail.
Okay.
You can fail, and I have killed a character with a dodgy.
has killed somebody in a previous campaign trying to heal them.
Yeah. I accidentally snapped his neck instead of reviving him.
Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Yeah, don't give the DM.
I have
any
mushrooms.
As long as
Fuck
you eat,
off.
mate.
Things. I have
Okay,
mushrooms that
so you
do-
would need to make a first aid check to save a dying character,
Yeah.
and succeeding would make them stable.
Jesus.
I've got a list of mushrooms, but I don't know what any of them do off the top of my head.
So I think you would roll a heal skill check with a bonus from Kewin's
Okay.
healing kit, and
If only Esther were here.
hang on a
Okay.
second. No, there's no bonuses from that. Okay.
Just give me. Do you mind waiting a moment? Because I'm just.
Yeah.
Where's it gone? Mushrooms of the plane. I'm just trying to think if there's anything here.
Oh
that-
yes, he got anything.
Ah.
I've got all my mushrooms up, and I don't know whether any of them do healing.
I haven't got a list of them.
But I've got pages. I might have to just go through a list. Hold on.
No, that's all right. Just take a moment to go through it if you need to. I haven't kept a list of what star shrooms and mushrooms. Don't want to turn him into a cow. Would he breathe better as a cow?
Well, he breathes better as a cow, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking I'll turn him into a cow.
Yeah.
What's the? Did,
I don't know what else they had.
Oh, not
Mushrooms,
very quick at
star
this.
shrooms.
what's the
Get
patient?
the cave. Star shrooms,
What's that?
mushrooms. I can't remember half of what we had. I genuinely don't think I've got a list.
It turned violently Italian.
Turn him right, yeah.
What were the ones outside the front of... No, those were the band mushrooms, weren't they, outside the front of the inn?
Mead
Particularly
boon.
tasting ones. Mead boon.
Mead boon.
Boon mushrooms. I'm going through my notes here, trying to figure out... That's alright, now I'm going through notes.
There's no page numbers. I'm struggling.
If you're the name of
Would
things,
you
I
like
can
to just-
always look it up for you.
No, I think these might be...
Mushrooms. I've got the document up, Ryan, if you want to fire the names at me.
Charmed stall. I'm looking for the moment. It's alphabetical, so I'm making my way through it now. Got my head around it.
We had the ones...
That's a charisma bonus.
Not good then, no.
We had the ones that we
Great
got when
cone,
we
page
did
30.
Great cone.
Charm.
Oh, geez. Good.
Colour spray spell.
No. Cap, page 5.
The ones we had when we were coming out of the mire.
I don't know.
Stu,
That's mage armour.
Professor, whatever her name was.
Portobello.
Amico
Portobello,
Campus.
she-
That doesn't sound healy, does it? All sap.
No.
All sap.
That was a
I don't know
lightning
what the
plus
ones where he
one.
got
All
from the
sap.
tower either. There were seven of them.
All sap
Those
is
grease.
grease.
Nightshade cap and Orzo's kiss are the last two I've got.
Orzo's kiss was the pasta one.
Yeah.
I remember that
That's
one.
wisdom and charisma.
And Nightshade cap is confusion lesser.
Okay, so nothing heals at the moment.
Star shrooms.
Okay, so what we can do, I have a luck reroll, so I can attempt twice to heal him.
Okay, so
We'll
you're
go
going
for
to try and do a first aid check. Okay.
Yeah, which I've got a 6
So you
to
will
the
get-
modifier.
Yep. Plus the 2 from the healer's
So
kit.
that's +8, and what have I got to beat? 10?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, God. I can't remember how it's figured out. Okay, we'll go for it. Sorry, Rick. I'm trying my best.
So I'd wish you luck, but I'm too busy bleeding.
Okay. Okay, we've rolled relatively well. We've rolled 15 with a +8 for a 23.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
DC was 15.
Good.
So you were able to run. You're able to run over to Otto, and you see that he is rapidly losing colour. He doesn't appear to be breathing. He's got several really nasty-looking puncture wounds and
What
stab
colour
wounds.
was he?
I think he was blue and orange. I think, from memory,
Was it blue and orange?
Yeah,
he was blue and orange.
Or blue and yellow or something, wasn't it?
Blue and orange.
Black and blue.
Orange.
What colour's he got? Very pale.
More
So
blue, more
you-
orange.
So you are able to.
I need a plug.
I'll pull the second one from the right out. Yeah. Sorry. So you are able to. You run over. You're able to assess him very quickly. See that he is in a really bad shape. And using Kieran's healer's kit, you're able to kind of. It's a bit difficult with a very gelatinous octopus, but you are able to bind some of the wounds, stop them from bleeding. You're able to give him a bit of, not mouth to mouth, but you kind of, and you're not really sure where his heart is, to be honest, because he's an octopus and everything's shifted around.
Mouth to beak.
So you give him a couple of like slaps on his jelly body, and it seems to start something going again. Okay, look, I'm not qualified in octopus CPR, so fuck off, the lot of you.
Just get a picture of him slapping him round the
Mid-century
balls of
drama
his
style.
body. Yeah, backwards and forwards. Wake
What's
up.
Jumping
round
up
you
and down
fall.
on this huge octopus. Breathe, damn it!
You do some Looney Tunes cartoon style resuscitation breaths where you blow in and he kind of whoop, and then
Well, it'd be like an inflatable bag, wouldn't it? He'd blow through his beak. It'd be like woof, and then down again, and then that'd be
yeah, it's like blowing up an air mattress with your mouth. You're able
Wiping
to
the goo
revive him. You can feel the fluttery heartbeat. You can see that he is breathing and shifting again. Otto, you are stable. You are no longer dying, but you are unconscious.
I have a question, and it's a bad.
You
one,
have a question?
but yeah. So the issue was that he had run out of air and cannot currently breathe. He's still in octopus form, and until he's stable, he can't change back. Okay, conscious.
well-
he can't change back.
Yeah, conscious. Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I thought you just
stable
stabilised
isn't
him.
conscious, is it?
No, stable is not conscious.
no. So yeah, but he's blown air into him.
You know what? Yeah, but the point is, he's stabilised him. Is the thing.
Yes.
It's not conscious, so
He can't make the decision to turn back into human form because he's not conscious.
no, he can't.
Somebody kick the shit out of him. See if you can wake him
What I
up.
will say in this instance,
Reflexively turns back.
Sake.
Ryan, your luck point, is that a class feature or is that a boon?
That's something you gave me one a while ago, and I used it, and I think we all got one back from
Yeah.
something which I haven't used.
Okay, right. What I will say is, if you wish to expend that luck point, I will give Otto 1 hit point. So
Okay,
he
well,
is
I've already rubbed
stable
it
on
off the
1
sheet,
hit point.
so-
You've got lucky.
Yeah, there it is. It's gone.
Okay. Okay, so what's happened
What you
is
gonna
he's
say?
expended
Nah.
that luck.
No. So there is something that Alora can do.
Yeah, but Otto would be probably fucked before he got round to you because we're still in turn order.
To you.
It's fine. Ryan has used a luck point.
Okay.
That luck point, he was able to make the roll to revive and stabilise Otto in the first place, but the expenditure of that luck point has just given, a slight silver imbuement, a slight power of Avacyn imbuement, which has just granted you just 1 hit point, Otto, able to tip you over into consciousness.
And the first thing he's going to do, realising he's choking, is going to return to his human form.
No,
He'll
Lovely.
his eyes will flutter open. See Ogvar sort of kneeling over him. Thanks, buddy. And then he'll probably pass out again.
I will go, you're quite welcome, and then just take the severed arm off him and just chuck it to one side. I don't think you need that anymore.
Okay, so you have defeated this creature. I think that is probably a good time to take a quick break, get a drink and stuff, and then we'll hop back to it.
No kidding. Even Alora didn't have... I mean, she had 21 HP left. So it wasn't a huge amount. She got no temp HP, so...
I had 7.
What... Yeah.
I had less. Nah.
Shit. I was trying to decide whether to cast false life on myself again, or whether to...
Yeah.
I just thought, I can't. I've got to throw it all in there.
Yeah. So as you wild shape back into your human form, Otto, will you regain any hit points from that, or are you just...
Yeah. No, he'll actually regain a number of points equal to an overnight rest.
Nice.
Which is nice.
Nice. Okay. So you've regained some hit points. You're probably actually the healthiest of the bunch now, which is ironic.
So, overnight rest. So how much do you get from an
on this end,
an overnight rest?
Well, normally, obviously, we've been doing it one way, but because for game balance, I've never spoken to you guys about this. I've just done this quietly in the background. I've done the normal form, which is basically hit points equal to your level plus your con bonus. Rather than trying to regain half my hit points every time, because game balance wise would be a bit insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Cool. So that's like how many hit points? 11 plus.
Something like that.
Con bonuses.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I get about 12 hit points.
Okay.
12. Okay. Well, maybe not the healthiest then. Well, you're certainly healthier than Ogvar.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you all doing at this point? You have Ogvar with Otto on the floor, having just revived Otto, and Otto having turned back into his human form. And Alora, you're stood there gawping, about usual. She was rooted to the spot in shock, just taking everything in.
Okay. Let's get you off the floor there, Otto. I don't think we're in danger, but it's best not to get caught sitting down, as it were.
Ow.
Oh my God, Otto, here, let's help you up. She will help Ogvar.
No, don't touch that. No, not there. Just give me a moment. And he will slowly peel himself off the floor, get to his knees, catch his breath, and then you'll probably hear some cracking from his lower back as he manages to stand up. Ow.
Yeah.
Alora will do the only thing she knows what to do, and she'll just pass him a water skin.
Good job.
Here,
There's something
drink
stronger
this.
than water in that.
I haven't got anything stronger than that. It'll have to do for now. I haven't learned turning water into wine just yet.
Unfortunately, neither have I. Everyone's still alive? Fantastic. What was that thing?
I don't know. And then she sort of turns her attention. She looks at Ogvar and sort of motions her head. I don't think there was any way of saving Gal. I can't believe that happened to him. I mean, I know he disappeared, and I know we looked for him, but oh my God, can you imagine? It's been months. Can you just imagine? Oh my God.
Who is he?
Galor was
I guess.
Yeah, he was somebody who he came with Caddo to bring some belongings to the church that Esther was caring for. Her grandson, it was his goods. They came by boat, and he came with him. But it turned out that Kieran actually knew him from his childhood. Well, I mean, Kieran was only 24, but he knew him from his younger years. They were at some school or training together somehow, like fighting and stuff. And they didn't really get on, to be fair. He was a bit annoying, but this nobody deserves this. This is terrible. Oh, do you think we ought to just check? I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm expecting. But she sort of motions towards the collapsed creature, and where the hell did that moonbeam come from? We're in a cave. We're in a mountain. Where did that come from? Did anybody see where that came from? What was that? It was clearly Averson's touch, but where did it come from?
Is hand still visible?
The person in the cage is still behind the bars, still slumped.
Yeah, Laura's not aware of him at all.
Well, you're over by his area now.
Yes, but she wasn't aware, so I don't think her attention would be there. It would probably be on the fallen creature, to be fair, and on Otto.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But the person behind the bars is still slumped over, unconscious.
She's going to tentatively go over to the fallen creature because she's still actually unaware of anybody else being there with them.
Yep.
She's going to examine the creature. She's not touching it, but she's examining where Galor perhaps was. It fell backwards, so he was facing them from the front.
Yeah. Is anyone else going over with Laura?
Yeah.
I think probably Otto would go over and see if this person's still breathing.
Okay.
Given they helped
Otto?
us.
Is Otto going over to the man in the cage?
Yes.
Okay.
If he wants to.
I think.
Depends on what
Well,
he
okay,
would do.
so sorry, step back here, sorry. Laura's going over to the creature on the floor.
Mhm.
Otto, you going over to the creature or the cage?
I'm going over to the cage.
Okay, right, sorry. And then Ogvar, you're going to do whatever you're doing. Sorry.
I think Ogvar would go with Laura personally to find out what became of Galor, really. If
Okay.
he knows. Otto's going over there, so that's. Yeah. All bases are covered.
Okay. You both head over towards the creature on the floor. And its limbs are still twitching occasionally, misfiring nerves. But you're able to step through them, and the first one that twitches while you walk through probably makes you jump a little, but you soon realise that this is just residual electricity, which is just firing off nerves and causing fingers to clench and limbs to twitch and move. And you walk through its limbs. They've kind of spread out around it, and as it's fallen, some of them have been torn off, some of them have bent awkwardly and broken as the weights crash down on them, leaving bone exposed through skin. But you walk through the limbs, approaching the torso of this creature. And as you approach the torso, you really get to see up close and in detail, now that it's mostly stilled, the true horror that this thing is. You can see graft points where skin has been stitched to make a bigger surface area, leathery hide attached to scales, attached to human flesh, pulled taut and thin. A variation of skins, wrinkled and old, very young looking skin, very fresh skin, small patches as if they've been pulled from a child, judging by the size. You see the stitching, sometimes with string and thread, sometimes with harsher metal, just kind of like metal's being pulled through and then bent to fasten skin to skin. Some of it is old and healed over, kind of grafted flesh growing over the stitching. Some of it is very fresh and very new, like something's just been added on, like someone's just tried to almost like Play-Doh an arm onto this creature and just gone bang, stitched it in, that'll do. It's grotesque. It is similar to the creature that you saw below the Junau Cathedral, but infinitely more horrifying. That was made of bodies which had been amalgamated together, almost fused naturally. This one is very clearly a work that someone has created. Someone has taken the time to add bits on here and there to actually build this creature from other beings. It's not a pleasant sight. It doesn't smell good either. And as you watch, viscera and fluids have begun to pool underneath it, filling the carved lines on the cracked dais and almost running into the centre, and then trickling and forming a river which pours out of the room down the stone steps, where the membrane which covered the entrance has now disappeared, as it begins to flow downhill. As you walk up towards its, where you saw Gala's head, you see a multitude of other faces, skulls and heads grafted into this body, eyes sewn shut, some of the mouths sewn shut, some of them ripped open where they've screamed and the stitching has split into almost like a giant Glasgow smile across faces. And it is really, really horrifying, because you see inhuman faces, human faces, young, old. Earlier, the one you spotted earlier, the face of the skull of a almost like a baby, a newborn infant, implanted in an armpit, gurgling, and it makes a gurgling sound, like a newborn infant would, but it's gurgling blood as the viscera is pooling out of its mouth. It's disgusting. But as you approach the centre of this thing, there are puffs and pops as pustules burst and gases, this crimson kind of leaks out, and the whole body, where you were able to see this crimson light kind of running through under the skin, it's beginning to lose the glow. The glow is leaving, as you assume that this crimson liquid, this alchemical fluid, is also exiting the room out down through the mine. As you approach where Gala's face was, you see him. The skin on his face is damaged, and you, looking at him, it almost appears like, judging, you poke at it a little bit with perhaps the end of an arrow or an arrow tip, and you can actually see that it appears that the majority of this creature has been built around Galor's body. It has been artificially created around his body and grafted in. You can see where his heart should be. There are multiple, almost engineered veins and arteries which pump into the rest of this thing, where you imagine his heart has probably been doing overtime with this overly bloated body that he's suddenly having to host. And yeah, it's disgusting. You've got this stark realisation that he was almost certainly alive while parts were stitched onto him and added to him, and he was changed into this grotesque horror. His face, however, despite the wounds on his cheeks where the skin had ripped, the jaw has closed, and his eyes are clouded. They stare up lifelessly at the ceiling, misting over with death, crimson still leaking from the corners. But his expression is almost one of peace. It's a strange thing to look upon, horror mixed with peace, violence mixed with relief. As you can imagine that with his death, he's been set free of the horrors that have been done to him, and he doesn't breathe. The body doesn't breathe. The body doesn't move. You are able to ascertain that this is truly, truly dead. It's dead, but obviously still twitching, still moving, just as in death.
Opfer, thank God he's gone. Just a vile way to go, but do we just leave him here? Do we try and take part of him? Do we burn this and want to take the ashes of this thing. There's so many people here. What should we do with this? What would Kieran do? What do we do? We can't bury it. There's people's remains here. What do we do with this? I don't know what to do with it. Any ideas?
Well, I don't know. It's, well, I don't mean to be insensitive, but it is. It's not just one person, is it? It's many.
What do we do with it? I just don't know what to do with it. I'm at a loss. I mean, I just don't know what to do with it. Do we just leave it here for now? And is it our place to do something with it? I just don't know. Maybe we have to leave it for now, and hopefully all of this outside is gone, and we can get some help over here and decide what to do. Maybe Esther would know what to do. It's more of her remit, you know? We can deal with it later, I suppose.
Well, we can't very well just start manoeuvring him about or them about, can we? So.
No, it's horrific. It's absolutely horrific. These people are horrific. I mean, we knew that anyway, but this goes beyond anything. I mean, it was never our missive it was never Kieran's missive to sort the cult out. I mean, who knew it went this far? This is definitely a job for Thraben, for the church. We can take back information that they probably didn't have, a lot of information that will really help them to sort this out. They've got the auras, the powers that they need, the wizards within the church, the clerics, they've got who they need, and we can provide all this information to them. But we have another task to complete, and I think we have to stay on that. Where's Otto, by the way? Otto, where have you gone? She spins round to look for Otto.
Okay, so Otto, jumping over to you quickly. You are approaching the cage with the person within.
Yep.
So as you approach... Oh, sorry, were you going to say something?
No, I can.
So as you approach, you are able to see this form more clearly. You were able to catch a sight of this person mid-combat, but obviously with your attention drawn away, you weren't able to really ascertain any details. But approaching closer, you can see that this person is very much like the others you have previously rescued. He is dressed in thin, raggedy robes. The conditions that he is in are similar. He has mid-length grey hair. It's probably a little longer than shoulder length. It's greasy and stained almost from its normal grey colour to a rust brown with blood and dirt. He looks thin and he is terribly bruised. You can see his left-hand side of his face, the eye socket is almost entirely blackened down to his cheek. There's a big laceration across the top of his cheek which cuts through his eyebrow as well, and curves into the temple on his head, as if someone's kind of repeatedly battered him and burst the skin like a peach. He doesn't look well, but he is stable. When you reach your hand through the bars, he's stable, he's breathing, just unconscious, but it looks like he's been significantly battered and bruised.
So I think Otto will just go across, put his back to the bars, and slowly let himself down so that he's sitting as close to this guy as he can get. He'll sort of reach through behind him with one hand, just tap the guy gently. You alive?
You tap him and you get no response. He's definitely alive. He's breathing. You can hear wheezing, raggedy breaths, and you can see his very thin and frail shoulders and chest moving and rising with each breath. And it seems to be, it's not like the old woman where she was very, very weak. He's definitely stronger, his breath is steadier, but he doesn't respond to you. When you take a look, his eyes are kind of flickering as if in REM sleep under his eyelids.
And he fits the description of Hans?
I don't think you've ever been given a description of Hans.
No, because
I thought we
Jenrick
did,
hadn't
so-
seen him in years.
Okay.
We didn't know him.
So we wouldn't know, that's fine.
No, so Jenrick never gave you a description, really, because the last time he'd seen him, they were probably in their mid-40s, early 50s, to that kind of age range. And it's been quite a few years since then.
That's not a problem at all. This one's still alive. For the moment. I think you might be best served by getting back to the tower and maybe trying to rest there for a bit. I'm not really up to anything else right now, I'm not going to lie. It's
Very
I think
understandable.
that one's a bit closer than I'd like to consider too closely.
Alora obviously looking at Otto and seeing what he's doing and then becoming aware of somebody in the cage, she will I think she'd hold Ogvar's sleeve down by his wrist, more of a tender touch for a friend, and just walk across to the cage, assuming Ogvar hasn't already walked there. And she's going to look at the man in the cage. Do we know who he is? Has he spoken to you at all?
No, he called on Avacyn to help us though, and
Is that where that came from?
Avacyn responded. He's got to be.
That he did
He's
that?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know where that came from. I didn't realise it was from here. I didn't see him.
Well, I was kind of in the middle of things and not able to communicate terribly well at the time, but yeah, reasonably sure.
Is his head
Reasonably sure it's him.
Is his head lying on the floor? Is it on the cold floor?
No, he's kind of slumped over, so he's almost in the cage itself. He's almost kind of like slid down, and he's leaning with his head against, kind of almost bracketed between two of the bars.
Is there obviously there's going to be a door on it somewhere or some kind of hinged door. Is it locked?
Yeah, it's locked.
Okay. Laura's going to have a go at picking the lock.
Yeah, make me a open lock check.
Open lock. Where are we? Open lock check. That's a 7 + 4 for an 11, so it's not brilliant.
No, you try and get the lock open, and these aren't brilliant quality locks, but they are sturdy. And you're unable with that attempt to open the lock.
Okay. Does anybody else want to have a go at trying to get into this? I can't. I'm not at my best. Like
Is this
all of
guy?
us.
Is he lying directly in front of the gate, or is he a bit to one side?
No, so if you imagine the orientation of the room, you've got the steps into the room at the south. The point where the cultist disappeared was at the north. This room is in this cage room is in the northeast wall. It lies flush, it's not stepping out. It's almost like a natural hollow, and it's flush with the wall. The door is to the north side. He is slumped against the southern wall, so he's in that southern corner, slumped against the bars and the wall.
Okay.
Oh, hang on a minute. In all this confusion, I'd quite forgotten. She's going to reach round, pull out the wand that she's got. She has one charge left on the wand of Nog.
Okay.
I'll give this a go. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier. And she just taps the wand. Actually, she taps it onto the lock itself. It says the knock spell opens stuck, barred, locked, held. It opens secret doors as well as locked or trip.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's
So
it.
on and so forth.
You hear a large booming.
And
Knock.
the DM screen falls over.
You hear it. You hear a large booming knock as the sound of metal clanking and pins tumbling. As the lock itself, you hear the mechanism release and it falls off and lands heavily on the floor. Can you please make me a reflex saving throw?
Sure. Oh my god. She's really tired. That's a nat 1 + 11 for a 12.
It lands on your foot.
Okay. Ow! Oh! Shit!
But nevertheless, the door is unlocked.
She's just going to hop a bit. Well, at least my condition isn't as bad as his.
I mean, looking at him, you actually assume that he's probably in a fairly better condition than all of you at this point. He might look a bit bruised and battered and currently at the moment be unconscious, but he looks a damn sight healthier than a lot of you.
Okay, she's going to go in and beckon the others. I'll go in and see if I can do anything for him. I don't have anything. I think we're flat busted for help, aren't we?
I can't heal him, but I can probably carry him if I'm careful.
Well,
She turns
I can
to...
help.
You can help?
You can carry him, hobble him along.
She's going to fiddle in her backpack and she's going to pull out a small vial and she's going to hold it out in her hand to Ogvar and say, I don't know who this guy is. I'm hoping he's who we think he is. He's really important to us. Well, any life is important, but do you think this is worth using? Do you think this would help him? And she opens her hand to reveal the vial of dire situation. She knows it helped. It was a very dramatic help for Quin. It didn't save him, but it did help in some way, or they felt it helped in some way. But it's the last vial they've got.
It's your vial, Milor. It's your choice, I suppose. I use mine freely when I saw fit. So, if you think this is the time, then it's the time.
Well, if this is Hans, we badly need him. We badly need him to.
I'll look at him and go, are you Hans?
Funnily enough, there's no response.
I think I shall reach over to his jaw and just go, yes, while moving it up and down a little bit.
Well, I'm convinced.
Somebody frisk him. Is there a passport or driving licence?
God.
Hang
Those
on.
magic
Give me
users
your hand back to my
license
feet, will
card.
you? I think Otto just reach his hand up so he can pull him up.
Banging at him.
And then he'll shake himself off, right? I might need to change a couple of times to get through those narrow corridors, but let's just get him back in one piece and then we can worry about the rest of it, right?
Okay.
Do you want me to give him this? Should we give him this anyway? He looks like he needs it more than we do at the moment. I mean, yeah, we're battered, but at least we're still standing.
If we see anything else on the way back, we're going to need it more than him. Whatever it does.
Yeah. Okay.
And
all right.
Also, we'll shake himself off. Yeah. Sorry.
If you think he's going to get worse, then maybe we use it. She put it in her pocket for now. She'll put it back in her pocket for now.
I think Otto will reach down and use one of his last uses of his wild shape and turn himself back into the form of a troll, which will be terribly scary for this person is if he discovers being taken by this in a moment. But he'll sort of fill out his form. Skin goes green. Nice long teeth and claws, and he will make his way as gently as you can as a troll into the cell, just squeezing through the gate and doorway, and will pick up this individual as gently as he can, and slowly reverse the process on the way out. Right. One thing you can do, Olgar, is trying to make sure we don't get attacked on the way through. If you can scare anything off, that'd be awesome.
Okay, I'll try my very best. So I will go up front and sort of quietly but quickly sort of keep ahead of everybody to see what's going on.
as the abomination grappled a rapidly suffocating Otto and a rather battered and bruised Ogvar, the countdown clock to their demise was freely spinning its hands. With the party teetering on the precipice of hard-fought success or abject failure that could cost them their lives, there could be no doubt that however the chips fell, they had given their all in the service of Avacyn. A lonely and blooded sorceress was left holding the scales of fate for her friends, and it was her furious evocation that tipped the balance. As Allura finally brought judgment to bear, the horror was halted once and for all. We hope that you will all join us next week in episode 192.